All right, what's up, guys? I'm back with another one here. So Tekken 8 is finally out. I had a couple hours of gameplay. It's very, very fun. But I just want to kind of ramble a little bit. There's a lot of new people that are going to pick up Tekken. So I just want to say these are some things that I wish I knew when I first started. So a little history is like I always dabbled in Tekken, but Tekken 7 was the first one I really put effort into learning. So that was what, 2017? So I've been playing Tekken now for 6-7 years, and I suck. I still consider myself like a low mid-level player, a mid-level, low mid-level player. So basically, I just want to give you my advice for starting out because it was rough. So first up, the first thing you need to understand, especially if you're coming from another fighting game, is Tekken is an investment. This is not a game you just pick up. You're like, all right, I'm a master rank in Street Fighter. Let me just pick up Tekken real quick and smoke some scrubs. You're going to get murdered. I don't think there's any other fighting game out there that has as much legacy knowledge as Tekken, right? These dudes have been playing the game for 20 plus years. The moves didn't really change that much, but to be good at this game, you have to just memorize. There's a lot of stuff you have to learn. There's a lot of stuff you have to memorize. It can be intimidating, but like I said, if you look at it as like, this is a game I'm going to be playing for a long time. It's not just like I'm going to pick up for the weekend play. You learn slowly as you go. You memorize things slowly as you go. It's fun. That's the good thing too, is like, you don't need to memorize everything to play Tekken. From the very beginning, you're going to be flailing. You're going to be hitting your opponent with moves they have no idea how to deal with. They're going to be hitting you with moves you have no idea how to deal with. It's just two dudes just attacking each other, wild. It sounds bad. My description might sound bad, but it's quite fun. It's quite fun at all levels, and it's easy to improve because like each time you learn something new, it's like, okay, I got a little bit better today. I get a little bit better today. But there, that's step one. It's an investment, but it's worthwhile in my opinion. It's fun. Number two, this is especially important if you come from other fighting games, namely 2D games. But Tekken is a game about risk-taking. So in other games, again, let's just use Street Fighter as an example. In Street Fighter, generally, like, a risk is something bad. It's like, oh, why did you do that? That's risky. That's not safe. You shouldn't have done that. Tekken, the entire game is a risk. Everything you do is a risk. If you go for a grab, you know, they can duck, launch. If you go for a low that's safe, they can block and punish, right? Every attack you do is risky. So it's all about, I want to say minimizing your risk, but no, just play however you want. Something that I got caught up when I started was I didn't want to use moves that were bad. That move is not safe. I shouldn't do that because that's how you think in like a 2D game. But in this game, you have to use moves. It might be unsafe, but if it's strong, you have to use it. So get over your fear, right? Get over your fear of like playing safe. Do not watch. I think let's do that for number 3. Do not watch Arslan Ash. Do not watch Knee. They will not help you get better, okay? The pro Tekken players, they're not playing Tekken. Or maybe it could be the other way. They're playing Tekken. Whatever game you're playing, whatever game I'm playing, whatever game the dudes you're going to run online, it's not Tekken. I don't know what we're doing. High-level Tekken, we're talking about risk, is very, 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 very risk-averse. That's why in Tekken 7 you see two dudes dashing at each other and not pressing any buttons. So if you try and do that, if you're like, oh, I saw Knee block for 40 seconds, let me hop online and do that. Knee can play like that because he understands everything about the game in and out and has like 20 plus years of experience. You hop online, these dudes gonna be doing 10 strings, hop kicks, left and right, just going absolutely ham. And my advice, again, you have to do it back. Especially when you're new, when you're learning, you have to play at the level you're at. When you're starting out, if you find a strong string, use it. Just use it. There'll be some guy like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You know, the opponent can punish here, or they can do this obstacle to beat it. And just be like, leave me alone, bro. So just play, find out what's strong, go for it, and as you get better, eventually some things will stop working, and when that happens, stop using it until you need to sneak it out again to win, right? But again, play at the level you're at. Play at the level you're at. When I started, I picked Brian. I definitely tried way too hard. I was like, oh, let me play some proper Brian. Let me watch these replays. Let me try and copy this guy, and I just got absolutely destroyed online, and I got angry. I was like, why am I losing? I'm the better player, but I'm not the better player. If you lost, that's it. If you lost, you lost. Don't mimic the pros. Just play your level, use whatever's strong. Another thing, I guess I kind of went over this in the beginning, but the difficulty in Tekken, it's not about your character, right? Don't think like I gotta learn my character, That's the easy part of this game. The difficult part of this game, as I mentioned before, is just the absolute mountain of knowledge you need to understand and how to punish everything. So be aware, this game is about punishing. If you had perfect knowledge, if you could know how every string to duck, every string to sidestep, every string to punish properly, you can just skyrocket through the ranks, but you don't. So that's what you really need to focus on. When you're playing the game, is don't think so much about yourself. Don't think so much about what I can do and like, oh, my character, I can do this string, I can do that. think about what your opponent's doing and just know there's an answer to everything. It's very, very overwhelming when you're fighting some guy that's running his flow chart and just mauling you on offense. It's very, very overwhelming. It seems like, man, it's too strong, it's impossible to deal with. But every single kind of pressure string, every whatever mix-up in this game has a very clear and like easy to understand answer. The second hit, you should have ducked. Or like after you block this, you press that button. Or here, you sidestep left and punish. There's an answer for everything. So that's what you really need to kind of focus on learning as you go. Like from day one, immediately from day one, whether you want to take a memo, if you want to try and keep it in your brain, you want to have just like a website to read, but just focus on remembering how to punish everything. Unfortunately, there's something like 5,000 moves or something to remember, but as I said, it's a long time, it's an investment, just stick with it. And the last thing, this is also something I wish I had known before, and we kind of talked about this on stream earlier, but can you hear this right now? The Tekken music, the Tekken soundtrack is so good. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not trying to joke around. I really do not think I would have gotten into Tekken without jukebox mode in Tekken 7. I played Tekken 7 originally on console with jukebox mode. We'll let you, of course, change all the songs in here. So let me just show you here. This was this is hands down my favorite feature in Tekken. And if you've never played Tekken before, look at this. These are all tracks of Tekken 1. All of these songs. Look at this is insane. The amount of tracks in here. So you can make your own custom playlist and everything. So let me put on a good ass song as we talk about it. Learning Tekken is very, very difficult. It's like like I said, it's an investment. It takes a long time, but as you're learning Tekken, you can also learn the deep kind of musical lore for this. Again, this is not advice to improve at the game, but it's insane. If you're not interested in Tekken, you're on the fence about it, you don't know if you're gonna like it, I recommend it for the music. That's it. It's got the best soundtrack on any fighting game right now, and that's hands down. That's a fact. Only because of jukebox mode. If you disagree, leave a comment. And you're wrong. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We'll talk about all the best tracks in a different one. But damn, the music is so good. Tekken's worth playing just for the music and the jukebox mode. Anyway, that's enough. So again, not really tips, but just some advice for new people. If you're already a Tekken player, you already know what I'm talking about. But I know a lot of new players come from other fighting games. I play Street Fighter as my main game. I won't try Tekken. I play whatever Guilty Gear. I won't try Tekken. When I picked up Tekken 7, I did not think it was going to be a game I really stuck with. And here I am 7 years later. It's a very, very fun game. It never gets old. You don't have to always grind it, right? It's not a game you got to play every day to grind. You can just a very slow, enjoyable process. It's got a huge player base. Everybody's a scrub, just like me, just like you're going to be. So it's always easy to find people around your level. So that's it. Don't get discouraged. Have fun with it. It's a cool community. Anyway, let me know. If you're a Tekken OG, how are you enjoying Tekken 8? If you're a new player, how's your experience so far? It's rough. I made this video because I remember I was struggling when I started. This game was really hard to pick up, but just stick with it. I promise you, it's worthwhile. But like always, you like this stuff, hit the sub button. Good luck with Tekken. I don't know if I'm gonna make a lot of YouTube videos for this game, but I'm gonna be streaming it a lot. So if you want to see Tekken, come on over or go check out the main man from Sweden or whatever. Anyway, I'll see you next one. Peace.